you need to stop doing age and just focus on fifth.
Set.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Straight up.
Ready, watch the gate.
Straight up.
Okay, riders. Next practice up is the sprocket riders. No, it's not sprocket riders, correction. Mini wheelers, which are technically a sprocket, but mini wheelers from 11:30 to 11:40. So that's mini wheelers practice. And at 11:40, it'll be the superclass, junior superclass, and masters. So if we can get all mini wheelers up for their practice now, that'd be great.
Set.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders, ready, watch the gate.
Last lap, Chels. Yeah, perfect.
Good afternoon, all race fans, all non-riders. This is an announcement for you. Just to help out the canteen, we'd love it if you could grab your lunch before the break, in between the third and fourth moto. So the races start at 12:30. So try and get your lunch between 12:30 and 1:30, because it's around that 1:30 time that all the riders will be trying to get their lunch. So if all spectators can try and eat before then, just makes it a bit easier for the riders. They don't have to wait for others when they're trying to get their lunch at the canteen. That'd be much appreciated. Okay, Superclass, Junior Superclass and Masters. If you want to head up to the gate, practice is now open. Mini wheelers are just coming off the track. We'll drop the gate as soon as they're off the track. So that's open practice for our Superclass riders, Junior Superclass and Masters riders.
Fundraising tables open. So we have popcorn. We have Motos BMX gibbets. We have Motos BMX icicle holders. We have decorate your own cake, and we have muffins and a raffle.
Okay, over at the fundraising table, just outside the club rooms there, near the canteen, we've got a host of goodies. We've got popcorn over there. We've got a decorate your own cake activity. We've got cupcakes. We've got our raffle. We've got some great merchandise. There's some cool croc gibbets and icy pole holders. Come and check it all out. Lots of fun stuff there.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders, ready, watch the gate.
Attention all junior superclass riders and their parents. We'd like to have a quick chat to you in the Launceston Club Rooms, which is the far door at the end of the blue building on the eastern end. So that's all junior superclass riders and their parents. If we could see you in the club room now, please, for a 5-minute quick chat.
officials. All officials, please make your way to the registration box, please, for the official briefing. All officials to the registration box for briefing, please. Damien Townsend, please make your way to the registration box, please. Damien Townsend, please make your way to the registration box. Damien. race fans, and welcome to the Launceston BMX Club for the 2025 Odd-Cycle BMX State Series Round 1. Can we ask all riders to go down to staging, please? All riders to staging for riders briefing. Any rider under the age of 16 must have a parent or guardian with them, just for the riders briefing. So riders, head on down to riders briefing, and we'll get into racing very shortly here at Round 1 of the State Series here at the Launceston BMX Club.
track. Walk up the sort of the across and then up the middle of that one. Okay, race fans, we're about to get underway. Racing for round one here at the 2025 Oz-Cycle BMX State Series. Get prepared to get up on your feet and get two hands clapping. We're about to get the first of our mini wheelers. We've got two heats of mini wheelers today. We've got that many of them. Okay, away we go. We've got the green flag there by our official. On the inside, got the 131. That's Koa in there. On the outside somewhere, we've got Lacey, Cooper, Iris and Liam as they make their way down the third straight we go. They sort themselves out down there. Can't quite figure out who's in first position this stage. It could be Lacey out in front. No, I reckon it's Iris. Oh, we've had to change position. Now it's Liam out in front. They change their way around. Oh, I've missed a little rider here on the final straight. Here's Lacey. Lacey, I didn't miss where she started from. We gave a bit of a head start as they make their way down towards the finish line, the 262. She's looking towards the crowd to get the cheer. You got to clap them on these little riders. Come on, Lacey, all the way to the finish line. Here around the outside, here comes Liam on the 320, all the way to the finish line. Away we go. As they make the way down there, comes through. Here comes Iris on the little pink bike there. Back to the 131. It's on the charge. Here comes Koa up on the pegs there. Over the line, there goes Koa. Lacey's gotten there. We've lost one somewhere. Where's young Cooper? Now, if I remember rightly, Cooper does like to hear the crowd cheering him on. We'll wander away down here. Okay, we've got Cooper going. He's on the bit of a pro mini wheeler. He stepped up from no pedals to pedals this year by the looks of it. As he makes his way. Oh, he's got stuck on the last one. We'll get him around this last corner.
Up you get, Cooper. Let's go down. How you going, dude? Come on, let's get you up here. Okay, I'm going to get the crowd cheering for you, okay? Yeah, I'll hold you. Whoa, I got you. Okay, away we go, young Cooper. Oh, we go, here we go. Into the final corner, we get both feet on the foot pegs. He wants to hear the cheer on the crowd, so here we go, we've got the first grandstand cheering. Here we go, let's get two hands clapping. Get up here. Here we go. You're right, Chip. It's all down here now, mate. I've got the crowd cheering for you. Okay. You ready? Okay, start pedaling. Here we go. Pedal, pedal. Here we go. Can we go and look sideways, mate? Look straight ahead. I've got the crowd cheering you on, mate. Come on, Cooper. That's it all the way. Oh! They put their heart and soul into these little riders. Okay, got two more grandstands to cheer on our rider. I can see the Townsend family up there ready to put two hands together. Townsend family, two hands together, please. Thank you very much. There we go, young Cooper over the line. If you enjoyed that excitement, we've got to do it again. Our second heat of mini wheelers. We've got Georgie, Esme, Jacob, Kai and Darcy.
Green flag wave for the second mini wheelers as we go into turn number 2 for these riders on the 151. That'd be Jacob out in the front. The 47 down the inside. That's George in there. Somewhere we've got Esme, Jacob, and Darcy might be back on the line there. Not sure. As they make their way down through the rhythm section, they head up into turn number 3. Our first of our person put hands together. We have our first aid officer up there. Can he put 2 hands together? No, he left me hanging there. Thanks very much. As we come round down the final straight we go. Looking sideways, it's the 151. That's Jacob out in front. Back to the 47 we go. That'll be Georgie. As we make our way down towards the finish line, he's still looking sideways. 151, here he comes, Jacob. All the way to the finish line, mate. The 47 comes through. That's young Georgie. Back to the 607, we're going to go Esme. All the way to the line, here comes another little pro mini wheeler on the 16. That's Kai there. Okay, we'll turn our attention up to the top of the hill now. The 5 Sprocket boys. 5 on the gate. This is the big step up from the mini wheelers. This is 400 metres of sheer enjoyment here at the Launceston BMX Club. The need for speed. This is where it starts. Gate down, way we go for the 5 Sprocket boys. Out of the gate. Well, we've got a great one from the inside. We'll get the numbers very shortly. But, oh, it got tight there. Couldn't fit a talio paper between the handlebars. They jostles positions. Down to turn number 1 we go. Our leaders out in first position as they come around turn number 1. Up the second straight we go. Oh, little plates and old eyes do not go together. It's the 127 out in front. It's young Kingston. So it's Kingston back to the 46 of Gamble in second, then back to the 204 of Howard Pike. Further back we go, back to Anderson and the 15 of Frankham. But out in front, that's still the 127. That's Kingston from Southern City BMX Club out in front from Chaos Racing by the looks of it. Around turn number 3 we go, heading down the final straight towards the finish line. This is race number 1 for the 6 Sprocket boys, as they come towards the line. This is round 1 of the state series. It's going to be Kingston over the line in first position. So it's going to be Kingston, Gamble, and back to the 204 of Howard Pike. 7 Sprocket boys, gate down, only 3 in this one. We've got Chapman, Tuck, Haddock. As they charge out of the gate, we go down that first straight. We'll get some numbers very shortly. We've got a nice little leader at this stage. It could be Chapman out in front. Dive into turn number, hold that low line, keep the speed up. Oh, it's a tussle there for second and third, but out in front it's Chapman at this stage. So it's Chapman out in front as they charge their way down the second straight we go. So it's Chapman back to Tuck, I think it is. It is Tuck on the 285, then back to the 22 of Haddock. As they come round turn 2, our leaders halfway down through the rhythm section here on the third straight of the Launceston BMX Club. Down into turn number 3 we go. It's still Chapman, Tuck, Haddock. They're the top 3 here for the 7 Sprocket boys. Around the final corner we go. Let's get excited for these riders. It's a new season, new riders, new bikes, new fun here on the BMX track. It's going to be Chapman out in front, so it's going to be Chapman. Tuck's holding down second position, and third on the 22 is young Haddock. Okay, we've stepped up a bike size and a few age groups. It's the Cruiser 35 to 39 plus men as they charge their way down the first straight. Looks like it's Oxley out in front in the bright yellow. It looks like Lorenzen's holding down second position. Oh, he pushes up high. That'll be Jordan in third, then back to Rogers we go. Down the second straight we go. It's still Oxley out in front. Oh, it's a drag race here between Lorenzen and Jordan. Oh, Lorenzen's got the inside. Jordan has to go high. Rogers is watching, going, what's going on in front of me? These guys are so fast for so old. As they make their way down to turn number 3 we go. There's still Oxley out in front of the number 50. He's cruising on the Cruiser here. Oh, Jordan's made a move around the outside. He's holding down second. He's got the rubber side down today. But it's going to be Oxley out in front. Jordan's finished with the rubber on the ground. Lorenzen and back to Rogers for the Cruiser 35 plus men here today. Okay, the first of our full gates. 8 boys. 8 riders for the 8 boys. Way we go throw a blanket over this pack as they charge their way down the first straight. They got the first two out in the front there. Looks like Mason's on the inside, not sure who's on the outside. They charge out of turn number one we go. So it's Mason out in front, got a good drive on him there. These young lads are getting taller as they go. They've stepped up from the mini wheelers and right up here. So it is Mason out in front. Back to the Robinson in second, back to Leonard in third we go. As they top three charge down through the rhythm section we go, down that third straight. Into turn number three we go. Don't forget every age group looking for the cheers of the crowd. Down the final straight we go. So it's going to be Mason's going to hold on to this one and keeps the rubber side down. That's going to be Mason, Robinson, Leonard, the other top three as they come over the line for the 8 boys here today. Nine boys, way we go. Nice bit of colour happening there as they charge down the first straight we go. It's 5 of them down there as they charge into turn number one. If you want to see some action, head on down to turn number one and really see how steep that corner is as they make their way up the second straight we go. We'll get some numbers very shortly. Who we got? It's the 27 out in front, so it is Holzner out in front, then it's back to Tonks, and then Manchan in the top three as they charge their way down the third straight we go. So it's still Holzner holding on to that lead as they dive into turn number three we go. Round turn number three. It's Holzner, Tonks, and Manchan to the top three as they charge their way to the finish line. It's going to be Holzner on the 27, Tonks on the 55. Here comes Manchan. He's going to get him on the line. No. 10 girls out of the gate we go. 4 riders. We've got Robinson, Ellis, Burgess, O'Connor as they make their way down to turn number one. I reckon it's the whole shot princess from last year on the 911. So it'll be Burgess out in front. Looks like it's the Springer Racing top on as they make their way up the second straight we go. So it's Burgess out in front. She's cruising through this one at the moment. She's got the speed on. She's put the practice in over the off-season. Back to the number 12 we go. It's O'Connor in second position. The 816 comes through of Ellis. Then the 26 comes through of Robinson. But out in front, though, it's Burgess out in front. O'Connor's holding on to that second position. Then back to Ellis we go. Around the final corner, head towards the finish line. It's the 911. It's Burgess this stage as we come towards the line. So it is going to be Burgess for the 10 girls. Burgess, O'Connor, Ellis, and then Robinson. Gate drops, another full gate of 10 boys. Oh, talk about close racing. We're banging the handlebars down the first straight. We go into turn number one. Hold your breath here, ladies and gentlemen. We're all through clear at this stage. They charge their way up the second straight we go. So out in front, though, we'll get some numbers very shortly. I reckon it's Mason out in front. It is Mason. It's the older Mason this time. Then it's back to the 212 we go. Oh, Farrell in there. Oh, throw a blanket over the rest. It's Chapman. It's Fogg in there also in the 19. Of Sweet, 3 of them can't split the difference, but out in front, that's Mason this stage. It's Mason, Farrell, the top two. We've got that clear. The race is on for third and fourth, so it is going to be Mason, Farrell. Oh, thing on the line, 515. Could have been Fogg, but we'll let the transponders sort that one out. 12 boys, gates drop, down way we go. Oh, look at this, the 3 of them side by side. Oh, squeeze. Talk about tight. They make our way around turn number one. Oh, someone went low and come out in second position. They charge their way up the second straight we go. Out in front looks like it's the 75, so it's Hall out in front. So it's Hall. Oh, got tight in the back there from Hall. Payton's the second rider, then back to Lehman and Strange we go. As they make their way down through the rhythm section, the third straight we go. Down to turn number 3 we go. Out in front is still Hall out in front. As he charges his way towards the finish line, it's Hall's out in front. Payton's holding on to second. Who's our third place rider? It's going to be Lehman at this stage, so it's going to be Hall, Payton, Lehman, Strange. 14 boys, away we go now. We've got Medcraft, Chaplin, Butterworth and Savage in this one as they make their way down to turn number 1 we go. Round 1 up the second straight out in the front. That's the 44. That'll be Butterworth out in front. He's got the nice little lead at this stage. He's got Savage right on his tail. Then throw a blanket over the 259 of Medcraft. And Chaplin there as they make their way down to turn number 3. So it's still Savage out in front. So it's Savage. Okay, we go. It's Savage out in front. It's Savage. Then it's back to the 15. Sorry, it wasn't. Get that around the right way. It was Butterworth and Savage, sorry. Butterworth, Savage, and then Medcraft. 16 boys, here we go, right, the pace is picking up now. On the inside, looks like it's Williams at this stage. Blythe is in second position, then back to Rush and Dawson. As we make our way up the second straight we go. It is still Williams out in front, so it's Williams, Blythe are the top two. Dawson makes a move on the inside there with a roadkill top on, but out in front though, oh, Williams and Blythe, they were side by side. They were slipstreaming each other, bump drafting there as they come down the final straight we go. Blythe is going to hold on to this one. I'd say it's going to be Blythe, Williams, Dawson, and a Rush. 17 to 24 men out of the gate we go. Oh, we got one slip to pedal there. All the power, that's how much power these 17 to 24 men put into it. At around turn number one we go out in front though. It could be 11, so it could be Smith. Oh, we got one on the ground. He's bit the dust already as we make our way up the second straight we go. So it's Smith out in front. Back to Duncombe in second position. As they make their way down that third straight we go. Still Smith, Duncombe, the top two. I think we may have lost two in turn number one. As they come round into turn number three we go. So it is Smith, Duncombe, the pace has come out of this one big time now. So it's going to be Smith will hold on to this stage if he keeps the two wheels down. So it is going to be Smith, the Wheelie King. Duncombe recovered from his slip pedal there. He's got some horsepower in those legs. Then back to the 15 of Johns we go. Here comes our third place rider for the 17-24 men. Johns all the way from Southern City. Just a reminder, all fallen riders today must go and see first aid before they continue riding today. So you do happen to fall off your bike, you do need to come and see Safe Medical Crew. They'll give you the clearance before you can continue riding today.
Set.
12 girls out of the gate. We go at ease. Carol, Tonks, Robinson. Down over the first set of jumps we go. We'll get some numbers very shortly. Could be Eves out in front trying to read the numbers on the back of their tops. Into turn number one we go. It is Carol out in front. I was reading the wrong number on the back. On the front though, it's the T1 plus or the 1T. So it is Carol out in front. So it's Carol back to the 15. Robinson, got a move by on the 55 of Tonks on the inside. Got tight there for a moment. But as they make their way down that third straight we go. So it is Carol out in the front. Nice little lead with a 1T. Shows just why she is 1T. So it's Carol. She's going to hold on to this one as they rest of the pack sort themselves out. Round the final corner we go. So Carol's going to hold on to it. Oh, the 555 Tonks on the outside. She's made a move. She's got the better leg. So it is going to be Tonks back to the 15 of Robinson. 13 boys, way we go. As they charge their way down the first straight, looks like it's Man Shandon out in front. Oh, look at him float over that final jump into turn number one there. Out of turn number one we go. So it is Man Shandon out in front. He's got the speed legs happening on there. Then we go back to the 35 of Beach. And then that's a tight race for third position. But it's going to be the 136 of Headlam comes through. The 454 of Birchall. And then back to Chaplin, looks like it. Around our leader though, he's already out of turn number three. He's heading towards the line. That's Man Shandon out in front on the 39 from the Launceston BMX Club. It's going to be Man Shandon, then followed by a pack of Southern City riders. So it's going to be the 35 of Beach, the 135 of Headlam, then back to Birchall. 17 to 24 women out of the gate we go. Down to turn number one. We've got a clear leader at this stage. We'll get some numbers very shortly. It could be Nicholson out in front if I'm right here. So it is Nicholson out in front. Look at it go here. So it's Nicholson. Then we go back to the 70, the 215, sorry. The 215, they'll be Payton in there. And man on the inside, I think it was Speakman on the inside. Then back to Tonks. She's on the cruiser there. But out in front though, it's Nicholson. She's got a nice lead at this stage. She can turn the afterburners off and cruise over this line. But she chooses to pedal. Great to see all the way. So it's Nicholson. Here's the race. Here's the 215 of Payton. Speakman's in there also, so it's going to be Payton, Speakman. Then back to the 41 of Tonks. Okay, the 35 to 39 men on the 20-inch bike. Going by the top there, looks like it's the Springer Racing rider there of Burgess out in front on the number 11. Broomhall, his nemesis, is right behind him as he charges into turn number 2 we go. So Burgess, Broomhall. Lorenzen makes a move on the inside of Jordan. Then we go further back to the 421 of Hepburn as they charge down the third straight. It's still Burgess out in front. Burgess, Broomhall. Jordan slips up the inside of Lorenzen as they make their way to the finish line. It's the number 11 ride for Springer Racing. It is Burgess out in front. Broomhall. Oh, Lorenzen's is coming back at Jordan. Can Jordan hold on? Oh, just by half a bike length. And then back to the 421 of Hepburn.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Cruiser 13 to 14 girls out of the gate we go. Great jump there, looks like by Williams. Got the first jump out of the gate. I reckon she's on the 4A plate as they make their way down to turn number 1 we go. So it'll be Williams, Tuck and O'Connor with the top 3 here for the 13 to 14 Cruiser girls as they make their way down. It's going to be Williams out in front. She's got the 4A plate. She would have won that over in Perth last year. And we go further back to the 181 of Tuck, then the number 12 of O'Connor. As they make their way out leader down to turn number 3 here from Turbo BMX. If you need any repairs done on your bike today, head on over to Turbo BMX. They'll look after you. But it's going to be Williams out in front on the 4A. This is why she's got 4A on the plate. So it's Williams. Tuck's holding on.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
Back to Tuck we go and O'Connor. Okay, turn the page. We've got the Cruiser 11 to 12 boys. Out of the gate we go. Oh, it's the 2 Mason boys are into this one. This will be interesting. Which one's out in front though? That's the 68. That'd be Landon Mason out there. The 19 comes through. That'd be sweet. Oh, then the younger Mason Geordie's in there also as they charge their way down that third straight. All got tight there between second and third momentarily. But it's the older Mason Landon out in front as they make their way around the final corner. Oh, young Mason, like to keep the wheels off the ground as they charge. Oh, here we go, Showboat in the crown. So it's going to be Mason over the line. Mason, sweet Mason. If you're following along, we had a slight change in the program. Just go with the flow here. This is BMX racing. Anything can happen. Okay, we're up to the Masters, men. Okay, here come the big hitters. These are the Masters. These are the older guys here. As they charge out of the gate we go. We'll get some numbers very shortly. But I reckon it's 192. They'll be out in front. That'll be young Ellis. We'll call him young in this group of riders here as they charge away. I'll throw a blanket over second, third and fourth. Side by side, 3 wide. Oxley's up to second now as they come. Whoa, he slips down. I missed the number there. We've got Kelly, Oxley and Ellis in there somewhere and Anderson as they make their way around turn number 3 we go. Ellis is out in front. We've got that one. He should hold on to this, but the race is on for second position as they come towards the finish line. So it's going to be Ellis over first. Back to the 92. Anderson, Oxley, and then Kelly. Okay, quiet please. Shh. Boom, the junior superclass are out of the gate we go. Look at that for a kaleidoscope of colour and horsepower as they charge out of into turn number 1 we go. We get some numbers here shortly. Out of turn number 1. Looks like it's Rush out in front. It could be Townsend in holding into second position as they make their way up the second straight we go. So it is Rush, Townsend, Williams, Shandon in there as they make their way down the third straight we go. Still Rush out in front. Rush, Townsend, Williams, I think, are the top 3 as they make their way around the final corner we go. As they come towards the finish line, it looks like it's Rush. We'll hold on to this one. Townsend's coming at him, though. It's going to be Rush. Oh! We'll leave that one to it. It was either Rush or Townsend. That's why you... Rush by the minutest margin. That's why you pedal all the way to the finish line. Okay, we've got the superclass men now, the big heavy hitters. And out in first position at this stage, just the birthday boy. It's Whitney out in front, turned 18 today. As they make their way up the second straight we go, so it's Whitney out in front. It's Whitney, and then it's back to Oxley and Smith as they come into turn number 2. As they go, Whitney goes up high, Oxley takes it inside line, but Whitney takes a quicker line out of the corner. Down to turn number 3 we go. It's Oxley, Whitney, then back to Smith we go. As they come around the final corner, head towards the finish line. This is horsepower heaven here. So it is Oxley, Whitney and Smith. Okay, now we've got the 14 girls. The heats are a bit close for these girls after riding their cruiser class. As we make our way down the first straight we go, so it's Williams out in front. So it'd be Williams, Tuck, Linnett. Around turn number 1 we go. Mini wheelers to staging, please. Mini wheelers to staging. As the 14 girls make their way up to turn number 2, so it's still Williams out in front. 1T on this place, 4A on the cruiser and 1T on this one. Back to 1A here for Tuck. Then back to the 14 of Linnett as they make their way down into turn number 3 we go. Sees the Turbo BMX rider in first and second, then back to Linnett we go. So it's Williams, Tuck, Linnett as they come towards the finish line. So for the 14 girls to the end up, round off Moto number 1. So it is Williams, Tuck and Linnett, and that brings us to the end of Moto number 1. Okay, we're about to get it away from Moto number 2. Heat 1 of the mini wheelers. We've got the green flag. Away we go. Bit of a stagger start here. So off turn number 2 we go. So it's the 607 comes through. That's Esme there, the 320 of Liam and the 322 of Darcy. Okay, coming out of turn number 3, we've just started those riders. Young Lacey on the 262. I think she's our youngest rider. Here comes young Cooper. We started him off a bit earlier this time. Are we going to get there? All the way, Cooper, this time. All the way to the finish line. He's a little pro mini wheel. He's just stepped up. Young Lacey here. I think Lacey's only, what, 3 or 4 or something like that. Here we go. Oh, she's only 2. Here we go. Even we've got a 2-year-old. All the way to the finish line, Lacey. That's it. Oh, here on the outside comes 320. Here comes Liam. I missed him. He's motoring through. The 607 comes through of Esme. She's having some fun. Right, where's my other little fella? Where's Darcy? Here he is. Here comes Darcy. Here comes young Darcy on 3:22. He missed the first race, a bit too much for him, big event today. Here he comes, all the way to the finish line. Way we go, Darcy. Okay, here comes the second Moto mini wheelers. Okay, who we got? We got Iris, Koa, Georgie, Kai, Jacob. I think, no, we're missing one. Okay, I'll just call what we see. Okay, out in the front though. I think it's Iris out in front. So it is Iris out in front. In second position, I'm looking for parents here to give me a help here. Second. Koa's in second, right? I can't find him behind the jump. Here we go. So it's Iris out in front. We got that one in the bright pink frame there. Can't miss her. The 131, it's Koa in second. Big play, can't miss that one either. Then further back we go, it's Georgie on the 47. Look at the smiles on these little young riders. They make their way to the finish line. They're loving the cheers of the crowd. The 131 comes through Koa. The 47, Georgie. The 16. Kai, where are you, mate? I can see the wheels. Here he is. Okay, we'll just wait for him getting on the bike. Here we go. He should be right now, come to the finish line. Here comes Kai all the way. Here we go, all the way, Kai. Give it to him, mate. These are our future superclass riders. Okay, up the hill now for the 6 Sprocket boys. Gate, Joshua, we go, 6 Sprocket boys out of the gate. It's a great one out in the front. It's the 127, a big Kingston out in front. As they make their way down to turn number 1 we go. So it's Kingston, he's got a nice little lead there for Chaos Racing. Around turn number 1 we go to get the rest of them. Oh, nice little tussle there for 3rd and 4th between a couple of riders. As they make their way up the 2nd straight we go. So it is the 127, so it is Kingston out in the front. Further back we go, it's the 46, that big Campbell holding down 2nd position. The 204 comes through of Howard Pike. Oh, I thought he was going to take the move on the inside there. Back to Anderson we go, then the 15 of Frankham. Out in front though, it is still the 127, so it is still Kingston out in front. So it's Kingston, back to Gamble I think it was, and Howard Pike, our top 3. Oh, it could be a move on the inside there. Great dive there by Howard Pike, I think it was, up into 2nd position as they make their way. No, it's the 46, sorry. It's Gamble out in front though, let's call this one. It's Kingston over the line first. It's Gamble holding on to 2nd position. Here comes the 204. Oh, pedal all the way, guys, pedal all the way. Okay, here comes the 7 Sprocket boys. We're moving a bit faster now. Okay, so 19 out in front. He's got a nice little lead. It's Chapman out there. Back to the 285 of Tuck we go. And the 22 of Had Up. But out in front, that little Chapman. Look at him go down through that rhythm section. As they make the way into turn number 3 we go. It's Chapman out in front. He's got a nice little lead. He's looking sideways, seeing where the rest of the pack. How easy is this as he cruises his way over the finish line? So it's going to be Chapman on the 19. Further back we go. Here comes Tuck on the 22.85, and then we go to Hadult on the 22. Okay, to the gate we go. The cruiser 35 to 39 minutes. Oxley as he cruises down into turn number 2 already. Oh, look at Lorenzen's on the inside, kept Jordan up high, and back to Rogers. Look at the power through those old legs as they make their way down the rhythm section, down that 3rd straight we go. It's Oxley, but the race is on between Lorenzen and Jordan as we go into turn number 3 we go. Oh, Lorenzen goes up high, Jordan goes down low. Oh, it's going to be nearly rubbing of elbows. They come towards the finish line. Oxley's got this one. Lorenzen's closing. Jordan's there. Oh, Jordan's got nothing to give him. Then we go back to Rogers we go. As at the gate we go, we got the 14 girls. Okay, we got 14 girls. We had to try changing the plan. We'll work it out here as we make our way down to turn number 3 we go. Looks like it's Williams out in front, so it'll be Williams, Tuck. And I can't get the other number anyway as we come towards the finish line. So it is going to be Williams will hold on to this one. So it's Williams, Tuck, and Leonard as they come over the finish line here for the 14 girls. Don't forget parents and guardians to encourage your riders to fist pump other riders at the end of the race. Great little thing to have. Acknowledges everyone's great efforts in the racing here today. Okay, I reckon it's the 8 boys now on the track now. It's the 1, 2, 3, Robinson. Oh, skip the pedal there by young Mason. Back to Leonard we go. The 28 comes through of Frankham. As they make their way down the third straight we go. It's still Frankham out and Robinson out in front. So it's Robinson. Oh, Mason's on the inside. Here we go. The drag race is on. Oh, got tight there as they make their way towards the finish line. Oh, Mason's on the inside. He's got the good drive. So it's Mason. Mason on the line, just got Robinson there. And back to Leonard we go. We'll call the next one also. And back to Frankham. 9 boys already up the second straight we go. Oh, side by side, 2 by 2 they go. The 27 and the 55. I'll find them on my sheet here very shortly as they make their way down that third straight we go. It's Holzner and Tonks. I found them. It's Holzner and Tonks, so it looks like out in front. It's Holzner at this stage. It's Holzner. Tonks sweeps down the inside. We're going to have another drag race to the finish line. Here we go. Holzner's on the outside. Tonks is on the inside. Here we go to the finish line. Who's going to pedal all the way? Holzner, Tonks, Holzner. I think it was Holzner, Tonks, Shandon. Yep, I'm getting the nod from the officials. Okay, 10 girls, here we go. Whole shot princess, she is the 911. Burgess from Springer Racing out in front as we come up to turn number 2. She cruises into turn number 2. The race face on these riders is incredible. Back to O'Connor, we got in second position. Ellis on the 816 comes through. And the 26 of Robinson as they make their way down to turn number 3 already. There's still Burgess out in front. So it's Burgess, O'Connor, Ellis, Robinson here for the 10 girls. They make their way towards the finish line. As they come down here, it's going to be the 911 from Springer Racing. Burgess over the line for the 10 girls. O'Connor, Ellis and Robinson should be the finishing order. 10 boys out of the gate we go. 8 riders. It's going to be tied into turn number 1, I think. Okay, into turn number 1 we go. So it looks like it's Mason, Farrell, the top 2. Then we go back to the 515. That'd be Fogg. That'd be the third position we go. Further back we go, the 19 also of Sweet. As they make their way down that third straight we go. So it's still Mason, Farrell, Fogg. They're the top 3 as they charge their way down into turn number 3 we go. This is the 10 boys, 8 riders out on track, got tight, but as we come towards the finish line, could be even tighter. There's still Mason out in front. Farrell's coming with him. Fogg's there also, so it is on the line. It's going to be Mason, Farrell, Fogg, and 19 of Sweet. 12 boys out of the gate we go as they make their way up the second straight. 3 wide, ladies and gentlemen. 3 wide, here we go. It's all on here now. It's Hall out in front, so it's Hall. Back to Lehman on the inside. Then it's back to, I think it was Payton. And back to Strange we go as they make their way down to turn number 3 we go. It is still Hall out in front, so it's Hall. He's our leader. Oh, it could be a change of position for second and third. Keep our eyes on that one. That's Hall in the middle of the track. Payton's on the outside. On the inside, it's going to be Lehman, but it's going to be Hall. Oof. That was Payton, Lehman, and Strange. 14 boys already as they charge their way up the second straight into turn number 1. Out in front, though, it's the 44 of Butterworth. So it's Butterworth, Savage. Oh, changed the position there. Chaplin, then back to Medcraft we go as they make their way down the third straight. Out leader Butterworth already out of turn number 1 as he charges his way up that final straight, heading towards the finish line. So it is going to be Butterworth. The speed's coming here today from these riders. So it is Butterworth, Savage, Medcraft made the move, then back to Chaplin we go. 16 boys into turn number 1. Oh, that was tight. Blythe made the move on the inside. Push Rush up high as they make their way up the second straight we go. So it's Blythe out in front. So it's Blythe. Back to the number 12 we go. That is Rush, the 266 of Williams. Then back to Dawson as they make their way around the final corner we go. So it's still Blythe out in front. He's holding on to the lead. Rush is right there with him. So it is going to be Blythe, Rush, Williams and Dawson. 17 to 24 minutes, I think we are, as we make our way up into turn number 1. So it's the Wheelie King Duncombe out in front. He kept both feet in the pedals this time as he charges up into turn number 2 we go. So it's Duncombe. Oh, he's on the inside, the 177. Kingston clipped the pedal. Position and back to Smith we go. Down to turn number 3. There's still Duncombe out in front. It's Duncombe's going to hold on to this one. He's the Wheelie King. Mr. Duncombe, Back to the 177 of Kingston, kept it upright, great to see. Back to Smith and the 15 of Johns. 12 girls, here we go, so it's Carol out in front. She's got a couple of bike lengths to lead as he turns into turn number 2, so it is Carol out in front. The 55, that'll be Tonks through. Then the 120 of Eve and Robinson as they make their way down that third straight down through the rhythm sections we go. It is still Carol out in front. This is why we've got the 1T played on. Around turn number 1 we go. Up the finals, turn 3, up the final straight we go. So Carol's going to hold on to this one. So it's going to be Carol, Tonks, the 120 of Eves, then back to Robinson. 13 boys out of the gate we go. Right, we got them up in, heading up into turn number 2. So it's Man Shandon out in front. So it's Man Shandon back to the 35. Beach in there. The 454 of Birchall back to Headlam and the 58 of Chaplin. As they make their way down into turn number 3 we go. Still Man Shandon out in front. As they come towards the finish line, it's going to be Man Shandon will hold on to this one. Back to the 35 of Beach. Birchall, Headlam. (17 to 24) women as they make their way up into turn number 2. Oh, it's Nicholson out in front. She's got a nice little lead. Throw a blanket over the rest of the pack though. Oh, a Speakman down the inside. She nearly got squeezed there. I think it was Payton on the outside, then back to Tonks we go. As they make her way around the final corner. Out in front though, it's Nicholson's holding on to this one. She'll just cruise over the line. Great to see her back on the bike after a few injuries last year. Here we go. Out in here's the drag race for us between Payton and Speakman. Who's got the legs? It's Payton out in front. Speakman had nothing to give her. Then back to Tonks. Have you got anything to give us? Nothing. Right, the 35 to 39 men. Oh, it's Springer racing out in front. It's Burgess as he dives into turn number 1. His arch nemesis, Broomhall, right behind him. Back to Lorenzen we go, and Jordan. As they make their way down that third straight we go, down through the rhythm section, the rodeo straight here at the Launceston BMX Club. As out in front though, it's Burgess on the Springer racing as he makes his way towards the finish line. Broomhall holding on to second position. Back to Lorenzen, running triple duties today. Back to Jordan, I think he's running double duties. And the 421 of Hepburn. Okay, the 13 to 14 girls cruisers, they make their way up to turn number 2 we go. So it'll be Williams out in front, so it's Williams, Tuck, O'Connor. As they make their way down that third straight, down through that little rodeo straight, rhythm section here. These are the cruisers, so these are the 24-inch wheels as opposed to the 20-inch. As they come around turn number 3 we go, so it's Williams out in front from Turbo BMX. All your BMXing requirements here today, head on down to Turbo BMX and Marsha will help you out. As we go over the line, it's Williams over the line, Tuck and O'Connor. Okay, the 11 to 12 cruiser boys, I found them. Had to turn the page. Okay, out in front though, looks like it's Mason out in front, so it's Mason, Sweet Mason. Here we go again. As we dive down to turn number 3 we go, looks like it's going to be Landon Mason, the older of the 2 Mason boys, as we charge towards the finish line. So it's going to be Mason on the 68, he's saving some rubber. Showboating to the crowd, he's showing how fun BMXing is. Then it's back to Sweet and young Geordie Mason. Mini wheelers to staging, please. Mini wheelers to staging. Okay, the Masters are out of the gate. We go. Ellis got a great jump. Oxley went with him on the inside, then on the outside. We've got Anderson and Kelly. Dive down to turn number 1 we go. So it's Ellis on the 192 out in front as he makes his way up the second straight we go. In second position, it's the 92. There'll be Anderson in there. Back to Oxley we go, then the 705 of Kelly. Round turn 2, down that first straight we go, down through the rhythm section. All different styles, all different paces, but all get to the same destination. So it is still Ellis out in front. I can see the Townsends down there cheering the crowd on as they riding down there. So it's going to be Ellis out in front. Ellis, Anderson, Oxley, and Kelly. Okay, junior super class. Quiet, please. Shh. gate down for the junior superclass as we jump out of the gate. We go. So it looks like it's Rush on the inside. Who's on the outside? Don't know. Throw a blanket over the rest of them as they make our way into turn number 1. We go up the second straight. It's still Rush out in front. So it's Rush. On the inside there, it's the 18. I've got too many numbers here. I can't sort out who. It's the 171. That's Phillips, sorry. So it's Rush and Phillips. Man Shannon's right in there. So's Williams. Throw a blanket over the rest. Oh, Townsend got squeezed on the inside as they make their way down the final straight. It's still Rush, Phillips, Man Shandon. It's going to be tight, so it is going to be Rush, Phillips, Man Shandon, Williams, Townsend. Okay, superclass men. All stacked together. Gate 6, 7, 8. As they go out of the gate, we go the superclass men as they tear down that first straight. It's Whitney on the outside. It's Oxley on the inside. Here we go. This is where they float like a butterfly, but they sting like a bee, these riders. They charge their way up the second straight. We go into turn number 2. We go. So it's Oxley, Whitney, Smith. Round turn number 2. We go down through the rhythm section. We go. Look at them go down there almost as more nervous than a mouse in biology. As they come down that final straight, we go. It's still Oxley out in front. Oxley, the birthday boy. Whitney's right there with him. It's going to be right there, but oh, no birthday present for you. So it is going to be Oxley, Whitney and Smith, and that brings us to the end of Moto number 2. Okay, we're about to get away from Moto number 3. I think we're missing Cooper, is it? No Cooper, no Cooper. Okay, he's probably having to sleep, don't blame him. Flags way for heat number 1 here for the mini wheelers. Don't forget, we've got them in 2 different positions. We'll concentrate here. Oh, Koa, he's got the race face on. Back to Irish we go. And the 322 of Darcy. Don't forget, oh, we've got 2 down on top of each other. Okay, we'll turn our attention to young Lacey here on the final straight. Oh, look how tough these mini wheeler riders are. They pick themselves up, they keep going. But let's concentrate here. Come on, Lacey. 262, 2 years of age. We'll call the others when they get here. Here she comes. All the way to the line. Let's go, Lacey. You see if you can beat the rest of them. Here we go. 2 years of age, ladies and gentlemen. She's grown up here at the track watching Dad and her brother ride. Wow. Okay, further back, here we go. The 131 to Koa. Then we go back to further. Here we come. Iris on the pink bike. Cannot miss that. Love that fraying colour. Then the 322 of Darcy. He's having a great one now. Okay, we'll start at the second heat of the mini wheelers. Here we go. Out in front, though. Looks like we're going to have Liam out in front. Then it's back to Gamble. Well, we've got someone going backwards. That was all right. We'll sort it out. As they make their way down to turn number 3. It is still the 320 out in front, Hepburn. We'll lose sight of him for a moment behind the tabletop. Okay, he's up and over. Oh, down again. Matt. Okay, here he comes. the 320 of a Liam. He's got the race face on. He's from Fast House BMX by the looks of it here today. So it is Liam over the line. Back to the 47 of Georgie. Here she goes. It's Georgie. The 607 Ismay. She's looking for the cheers of the crowd up in the grandstand there. Here we go. Got it happening down in the front seats here. Okay, number 16, Kai. Little pro mini wheeler. It's a big step up from being from a balance bike to a pedal bike as they come towards the finish line. Here we go, Kai, all the way, mate, over the line. Okay, let's turn our attention up to the top of the hill. The calm before the storm. The 6 Sprocket boys.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders, ready, watch the gate.
The 6 Sprocket boys, out of the gate we go. As they make their way down to turn number 1 over the first couple of jumps, we'll sort out who's who in the zoo shortly. We've got Gamble, Howard, Pike, Kingston, Anderson and Frankham. As they make their way down to turn number 1, round turn 2. Heading up towards turn 2, up the step up there through the 2 little rollers. Okay, who we got? Here's the 127 of Kingston out in front. This could be 3 from 3. As Kingston out in front, the other 46 is making a move. So Gamble made a move up the inside there. As they make their way further back, we got the 107. Then the number 15 of Franklin. I think I missed Howard Pike in there. It could be Howard Pike in 3rd position as they make their way down to turn number 3, the furthest point from the commentary box here today. There's still Kingston out in front. Kingston's holding on to this one as they make their way. Okay, it's going to be Kingston over the line. So it's Kingston back to the 46 of Gamble and the 204 of Howard Pike. Just a reminder, any rider who's actually fallen over today on the track, any rider who has fallen over must see first aid to continue riding here today. Doesn't matter how small you think your crash was, you must see first aid before you continue. Okay, here we go. We've stepped up. I'll figure out who's who in the zoo shortly. Out in front, though, that's the number 19. So we're up to 7 Sprocket boys. That'll be Chapman out in front. So it's Chapman back to Haddold. Haddow's up into 2nd position. Back to Tuck in 3rd position on the 285. But the number 19 is he charges down to turn number 3 down there where Matty Duncombe is. Big shout out to Matty Duncombe. As they make our way around turn number 3 we go. It's Chapman out in front. So Chapman's going to hold on to this one. It's 3 from 3 I think it was today on the number 19. Further back I think it's still the 22 of Haddold. He's up into 2nd position. Then back to Tuck we go.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders, ready, watch the gate.
35 to 39, Cruiser Man out of the gate we go. I'll say 39 plus. But anyway, it's Oxley out in front. It's Oxley, Lorenzen, Jordan, and then Rogers as they make their way. Okay, we'll sort it out. Okay, so it is Oxley, Lorenzen, Jordan's trying to go the long way round. Will he get him? It's still Oxley, Lorenzen, Jordan, Rogers. Oh, here we go. The race could be on for 2nd and 3rd down through the rhythm section. Who's got the legs? Who's got the rhythm? Hey, everyone's got the rhythm here today at round 1 of the State Series BMX racing here at the Launceston BMX Club. Right, here we go to the finish line. Lorenzen's come through. He's got the 1st position. Oh, Lorenzen in first. So it is Lorenzen, Oxley, Turbo BMXing of Jordan. And then the oldest young guy here today, Rogers.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders, ready, watch the gate.
Okay, the full gate of 8 boys, here we go. This is the kaleidoscope of colour here today. It looks like it's Mason on the inside, and I think on the outside it could be Robertson. 2x2 by 7 by 8. They go into turn number 1 we go. So it is Mason out in front, so it's Mason. Back to Robinson, I'm going to say, then Leonard as they make their way up into turn number 2 we go. We'll get them as they come out of turn number 2. So it is Mason, Robinson, Leonard. 28 comes through of Frankham and the 747 of Cecchinelli as they make their way down the third straight round the final corner we go. So it is still Mason out in front. So it's Mason, Robinson, Lennon. They're the top 3 here for the 8 boys as they charge towards the finish line. So it is going to be Mason's going to hold on to this one. So Mason Robinson, Leonard, Frankham, we'll keep calling them as they come. Ceccinelli on the line. Oh, got tight there with the number 12 of Riley. Okay, it's up to 12 girls up, 14 girls up next. That's why we're sorting ourselves out. Don't forget, Turbo BMX. Head down there for all your requirements today. Marsha can help you out down there today with anything you need done to your bike. Joe will probably just talk into your ear, but that's all right. Okay, here we go. Talking about Turbo BMX. Here we go. It's Williams out in front from Turbo BMX. It's Tuck in second from Turbo BMX. Then back to Linnet we go. As they go into turn number 1, it's still Williams out in front. So it's Williams, Tuck, Linnet. As they make their way up the second straight we go. Don't forget, as the weather heats up, make sure everyone hydrates themselves here today. So it is Williams out in front there. It's still Tuck holding down second. Linnet's trying to make the move on the inside. I think Linnet's up to second position as they charge their way down the third straight. So it's still Williams from Turbo BMXing out in front as they charge towards the finish line. So it is Williams. Linnet's holding on to second now, then back to Tuck we go. As we make our way to the finish line, so it is going to be Williams, Linnet and Tuck. Nine boys on the track now. Here we go. Just a reminder, if you want to beat the mad rush to the trackside canteen, head down there before all the riders get there for the lunch break at the end of this moto. As we make our way down the third straight we go. I missed the numbers then, sorry, but it's the 9 boys out in the track. I can see it's Manshandon holding down third. It could be Holzner and Tonks out in the front. We'll get the right order. So it is, I think it is Holzner out in front. So it's Holzner. Tonks will hold on to second. Back to Manshandon. Oh, it could be tight here. Oh, I think it was Tonks Manshandon. The 809 comes through of Dalton. 10 girls, of course it is. That's my little whole shot princess from Springer Racing. That's Burgess on the 911. She's all race face there. It's back to the number 12 of O'Connor. Ellis. And then Robinson. As the 10 girls make their way down the third straight into turn number 3. Can we ask the Riders Advocate to come down to the registration box, please? Riders Advocate, probably. And Jill, make it Jill, please. Jill, the Riders Advocate. We have Jill, the Riders Advocate, to the registration box now, please. Okay, over the line, we've got the 9 girls. So it was Burgess over the line, O'Connor, Ellis, and Robinson. Okay, 10 boys, here we go. Let's go, full gate. Okay, Mason Farrell. I missed who, I think it was Field holding down third. Where did he come from? Then back to Fogg, I think it was, I don't know. We'll get him in a minute. Might have been Sweet, actually. But out of turn number 3 we go. So out in front to us, Mason Farrell, the other top 2, as they come towards the finish line. It is Field holding down third. The 19's right up in there, Sweet. The 11 comes through of Chapman. Okay, I think we've got the 12 boys. It's the 12 boys. Oh, Hall makes a move on the inside. Pushed up wide was Payton. That got tight there for a moment. Oh, White Line Racing Fever as they go down the third straight we go. As they dive into turn number 1, I think it's still Hall out in front. So it's Hall, Payton to the top 2. As they come around turn number 3, head towards the finish line we go. So it is going to be Hall. We'll hold on to this one for the 12 boys. So it's Hall, Payton, 804. Lehman comes through. And then, oh no, Strange got him on the line. Strange, do not give up. Okay, the 14 boys, here we go. Butterworth, Savage, Medcraft, Chaplin. That's the running order for the 14 boys out of turn number 2 as they go down the third straight. Down to turn number 3 we go. We're getting close to the lunch break, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to beat the rush, head on down to the trackside canteen. But for the 14 boys over the line, it's going to be Butterworth, Savage, Medcraft, and Chaplin. Okay, here we go. Up next, we've got on the track 16 boys, I think it is, as they make their way up into turn number 2 we go. So it's Blythe out in front. So it's Blythe, Williams, Dawson. They're the top 3 for the 16 boys. They charge their way down the third straight we go. Blythe got a nice little lead at this stage. Williams is comfortable, but Dawson's hunting him down as they come out of the final corner, head down that final straight we go. That's Blythe, he's turned the afterburners off. Williams had a slight bobble there from the Turbo BMX, then back to third, Dawson from Roadkill Racing. 17 to 24 men as we come out of the gate we go, so it's going to be Smith out in the front. So it's Smith, Duncombe. The other top two as they make their way out of turn number 2 we go. Back we go, the 177 of Kingston and then the 15 of Johns. But it's Smith out in the front there. Smith, Wheelie King, Duncombe, the top two as they make their way down the final straight we go. So Smith's going to hold on to this one with the number 11. Duncombe on the 65, can't miss him there from Turbo BMX. Chaos Racing on the 177 of Kingston and back to Johns on the number 15. 12 girls already up the second straight we go, so it'll be the 1T of Carroll out in front. Then it's back to Tonks on the 555. Further back we go to the 15 we go. That'll be Robinson and the 120 of Eves. As they make their way down the third straight we go, so it's still Carroll out in front. So it's Carroll. Then we go back to Tonks, I think it was. That's the top two. Around the final corner we go. Head towards that finish line. So it's Carroll, Tonks to the top two as they make their way towards the finish line. This is the 12 girls, so it is going to be Carroll hold on to this one. Tonks. Oh, the race is on for third position. It's the 120 on the line by Eves. Just. 13 boys as they make their way up the second straight into turn number 2 we go. So it's Man Shannon out in front. So it's Man Shannon back to the 35 of Beach. Headlam, they're the top three. Then it's back to Birchall in there as they make their way down that third straight we go. So it's Man Shannon's got that inside line racing fever. He's charged out of turn number 3. Heads towards the finish line. He should hold on to this one, Man Shannon. Beach should get hold on to second. Who's into third position? It's going to be tight. I think it's going to be Birchall on the outside of the 130. I don't know, Headlam or Birchall. But I think it's Headlam. I'll go for Headlam, but we'll leave the transponders to sort it out. Okay, 17 to 24 women. Nicholson out in front. Back to the 215 of Payton. Then back to be Speakman and then Tonks. There seems to be a Tonks in every race at the moment as they come towards the finish line. Out in the front there, it's Nicholson. She's held on to this one. Payton will hold on to the second position, I reckon. On the 215, she's ridden well here today. Speakman's looking for some breath, and here comes Tonks. She's getting faster by every turn of the pedal. Okay, here we go. What are we up to? This is that for the 35 to 39 men. Springer Racing, Burgess out in front. Back to Turbo BMX, Abby Jordan. Oh, then Broomhall, Lorenzen. And I've missed one. Hepburn, as they make their way to the freight train down to turn number 3 we go. So it's the number 11 of Burgess out in front as they make their way towards the finish line. So it's Burgess at this stage. Jordan and Broomhall, that's where the race is happening. I think Jordan's going to hold on to this one. Broomhall, Lorenzen's coming hard at the gate. Then back to Hepburn we go. Okay, the Cruiser 13 to 14 as they make their way down towards turn number 2. It's Turbo BMX of Williams out in front. Turbo BMX of Tuck in second position. Then Launceston BMX Club rider number 12 of O'Connor as they make their way down that third straight down through the rhythm section we go. This is the 13 to 14 Cruiser girls as they make their way down towards the finish line. Oh, the next race has already started. As they come towards the line, it's going to be Williams, Tuck and O'Connor. Okay, the Cruiser 11 to 12 boys already into turn number 1. I reckon it's Mason out in front. It's Mason, then it's back to the 19. They'll be sweet in there. Back to Mason also again, the younger one, the 804. There'll be Lehman in there, and then back to the number 12 of Riley. As they make their way down that third straight we go. Out in front, so it is Mason out in front, so it's Mason, Sweet Mason. Around the final corner we go, so it is Landon out in front. Oh, now he's showboats to the crowd. He loves doing this sort of stuff. So it's going to be Mason, Sweet Mason. Justin Oxley, you riding? Where are you, Justin? We're waiting for you up here on the gate, mate. Gate drops to the Masters men. Here we go. 3 wide. This is going to be interesting. 3 into 1 doesn't quite go. Okay, well, looks like it's Anderson out in front. So it's Anderson. Oxley, no. Ellis makes the move. Oh, Anderson. Oh, he gets himself out of shape there. Ellis swoops around the outside. So it's Ellis, Anderson, Oxley. And then Kelly as they make their way down the rhythm section. We go, oh, Anderson, keep the 2 wheels on the ground, mate, as they make their way down round turn number 3 towards the finish line. Ellis may have missed the start, but he's come through with the goods at the end of the race, so it's going to be Ellis, Anderson. Here we go, it's tied here. Oxley or Kelly, I think it might have been Kelly, then back to Oxley. Okay, junior superclass, quiet please. Let's get loud for the junior superclass. Rush come out of the good hole shot on this one. As they charge down to turn number 1, it's Rush at this stage. It could be Williams on the inside. We'll sort the rest out shortly. As they make their way up the second straight, we go. So it's Rush out in front. Rush, Williams, Phillips on the inside. That's the top 2. Man Shannon's right in there. As they make their way down that third straight, we go. Still Rush out in front. Rush, Williams. As they come, Phillips right now. Oh, man, Shannon's up to 3rd position now as they come towards the finish line. It's Rush out in front. It's Rush, Williams, man, Shannon. Oh, it was Rush, and then it's up to transponders after that. Okay, now the superclass. Boom! The gate goes down, away we go for the superclass. Oh, we're down to 2 riders. It's only Whitney and Smith as we go down to turn. Oh, Whitney's flying like a butterfly, but he sure stings like a bee. As we make our way up the second straight, we go. Smith's right there with him, but it's still the birthday boy out in front. So it's Whitney out in front. All the happy birthdays for today, mate. As we go down the third straight, we go. Oh, different. Oh, there's some wild action there looking back on. But it's Whitney out in front. So it's Whitney and Smith are the top 2 here for the superclass men as they come towards the finish line. So let's happy birthday, Whitney. So happy birthday to you. Then back to Smith we go. That brings us to the end of Moto number 3. But at the start of the lunch break, we'll be back on track at 2:05. Will be the first race. 2:05. Keep an eye on your watches, ladies and gentlemen. This is round 1 of the 2025 Oz Cycling BMX State Series here at the Launceston BMX Club. Okay, race fans, just you're all enjoying your lunch break. Don't forget, head on down to the tray table down here and grab yourself a raffle ticket. Not sure what the prizes are, but I can soon tell you when we draw them at the end of the lunch break. So at 2:04 today, we're going to draw the raffle because lunch break finishes at 2:05. Okay, race fans, it's time to draw the raffle. All those who had raffle tickets, it's time to draw the raffle. So first prize is a BMX pack. As the wind picks up here, right, we'll dig in here. We'll grab a ticket. Okay, so the winner of the BMX pack. So the winner of the BMX pack, Sophie G. Sophie G. If you're here, you got 10 seconds to get here. Otherwise, I claim it. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Damn it. Congratulations. Okay, second prize. The Smiggle gift card with a surprise. Okay, second prize goes to our lovely mechanics here today, Turbo BMX. Congratulations, you have 5 seconds to get up here to claim your prize. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, well done, Joe. And third prize is a lovely bottle of wine and a fantastic looking candle. Okay, I've scrunched these tickets up that hard. Okay, third prize goes to, this person has 4 seconds to get here, Oliver. He's our lovely chief here today. Oliver, can you come and claim your prize now, please? And on that note, all riders down to staging, please. All riders to staging. Oliver, come and collect your prize. You have 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Thanks very much. Thanks for all that support of the raffle here today. Riders, let's head out on the track for Motos 4 and 5. As you know, riders, let's boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing.
you're in the second race. Oh, yeah. Right, up the top.
Okay, race fans, we're back on track for Motos 4 and 5. We're going to start with Moto number 4. We're going to start with our mini wheelers. This is the 2025 Oz Cycling BMX State Series, round 1 here held in the Launceston BMX Club. First heat of mini wheelers are away. Don't forget, we've got a bit of a staggered start with these ones. We've got young Lacey. Okay, Lacey starts on the final straight and the rest of them start a bit further back. We'll call them as we see them. So coming down the final straight on the 262 is young Lacey, 2 years of age. She's looking for the cheers of the crowd. The pace will come, look at her. The race face is there. Okay, where are the rest of our riders? Here they come. Okay, it's a drag race. Here comes the 320. That'd be Liam. Oh, we've lost one down there. So it's Liam, then it's back to Iris. We'll figure out who's next. Okay, still Lacey out in front, so it's Lacey. Here goes Liam on the Fast House Racing. Here comes Iris on the bright pink bike. I'm loving that frame. And the 16 back there. Here comes Kai on the Pro Mini Wheeler with the pedals there. As they make their way towards the finish line, these mini wheelers, they race for the cheers of the crowd. So we've got one more chance for Moto number 5. They'll get the whole grandstand going for the final Moto. Okay. Here comes Kai over the line. Right. Heat number 2 for the mini wheelers. We've lost a few, but I think they might be having a bit of a power nap. Okay, the 131. Here comes Koa. They got the tongue hanging out. That makes it go faster. The 607 of Esme. And then the 322 of Darcy. He's got the blue frosting around his mouth. He enjoyed those cupcakes, I reckon, there from the Launceston BMX Club. As they make their way down the third straight, down through the rhythm section. You lose sight of them shortly as they drop down to those dips there. But out in front though, where is he? Here he comes round. It's Koa out in front. So it's Koa, back to Esme, and the 322 of Darcy. Up and over the tabletop there. That's the 131 Koa, all the way from the Wynyard BMX Park. As we come down towards the finish line, it's going to be cold. Hold on, this one hopefully. Then it's going to go back to Esme from Southern City. And then Darcy, all the way from Southern City also. These riders have over 2 hours driving to get here today to enjoy the sport, which is BMX racing. Come on, Darcy. You're enjoying this, aren't you, mate, now? Here he goes. All the way to the finish line, mate. Making the Hepburn family proud of you here today, mate. Showing Dad how to get round this track the fast way. Okay, up at the gate now. 6 sprocket boys. Okay, I just read the names. It probably should just be the 6 sprockets. Okay, gate down, away we go. Obviously lost a rider in this one. We've got 4 riders as they charge their way down that first stroke. I reckon there's Kingston out in front on the 127 all the way from Southern City. Round turn number 1 we go, so it's Kingston out in front. As they make their way up the second straight we go, it is the 127. We'll get the other numbers shortly. I think it's Gamble on the 46 in second position. Back further we go, the 204, that'll be Howard Pike. And then further back we go, back to Frankham. As they make their way down through the rhythm section we go. It is still the 127. It's still Kingston out in front. Down into turn number 3. They go past the Willie King Duncombe up there on turn number 3. As they make their way down the final straight, we go for the 6 sprocket. That's the 127 out in front. It's Kingston. Kingston's gate to finish line. He had the lead all the way. Back to the 46 we go. It's going to get tight. It's Gamble. Oh, Gamble just on the line. Okay, gate drops away. We go 7 sprockets. Only 3 riders in this one with Haddock, Chapman, Tuck. As they make their way down to turn number 1, it'll be Chapman out in front at this stage. I could figure out who's in second. I think it's Tuck in second, but Haddock's right there with him as they charge their way up towards turn number 2. But out in front, that's Chapman. He's already gone 3 from 3. Can he make it 4 from 4 today? As they make their way around turn number 2 we go. So it is Chapman, Tuck, Haddock. As they line up and go down through that rhythm section. Not quite warp speeded, but it's quite fast for these 7 sprockets. As they make their way around turn number 3, we go towards the finish line. Chapman will hold on to this one, so it's going to be Chapman, Tuck, and Huddelt for the 7 boys. Up on the gate, we've got the Cruiser, 35 to 39 plus men. Gate down, way we go for the 35 to 39 plus men. Oh, I think we've lost one out of this one. Looks like Oxley's isn't in it, but it's Lorenzen out in front. He's running multi-duties here today, and he's also doing the live streaming. Out of turn number 1 we go, so it's Lorenzen, Jordan and Rogers as they make their way up the second straight we go. Jordan's going to have to go around the long way. Lorenzen's got that inside race line covered. Around turn number 2 we go. Lorenzen sort of goes up high. Jordan side by side. Here we go. The 35 to 39 men. And the Cruiser's almost side by side. 2 by 2 we go into turn number 3. Oh, still Lorenzen. Jordan dives down the inside. It's a drag race of the old fellas. Here we go towards the finish line. Lorenzen's got a few more legs. He pumps his way to the finish line. It's going to be Lorenzen, Jordan, and back to the oldest young guy here today, Rogers. 14 girls out of their gate we go, so it's Williams, Tuck and Linnett as they make their way up the second straight we go. So it is Turbo BMX. Speaking of Turbo BMX, for all your BMX requirements here today, go over there and see them down the Turbo BMX tent. They'll help you out. So it's Williams, Tuck, Linnett as they make their way down that first straight down through the rhythm section we go. So it is still Williams out in the front. She's got a clean set of hills at this stage around turn number 3. She's going to be 4 from 4, I reckon it is today for her. As she makes her way towards the finish line, it's going to be Williams. She's got the 1T plate on this bike here today, so it's going to be Williams. Tuck's holding on. She's got a 1A plate there. As we come towards the finish line, it's going to be Tuck pedal all the way. Great to see them. Back to Linnett we go. 8 boys, away we go. That's Mason out in front, so it's Mason back to the 123, I reckon. It is, so it's Robinson. Leonard's in there, then back to the 747 of Cecchinelli. The 28 comes through also of Frankham. As they make their way down through the rhythm section, we go on the third straight. Down to the furthest point from the commentary box we go, so it's still Mason out in front. As he charges towards the finish line, he's got his head down. He's had a great lunch break there from the trackside canteen, so it is going to be Mason, Frankham, Leonard. Oh, the race is on between Cecchinelli and Frankham. Here we go. Who's going to get this one on the line? Oh, Cecchinelli, then back to Frankham. 9 boys out of the gate we go. As they dive down into turn number 1, there's quite a steep corner, that one. Need to go down there and have a look. As they come up the second straight out in front, that's the 27 out in front. So it's Holsner out in front, so it's Holsner. Tonks, the 809 comes through. That's D'Alton as they make their way down that third straight. It's still Holsner out in front. As the wind picks up, the racing gets faster as they charge their way around the final corner. Holsner and Tonks, these two have gone at it all day. There's still Holsner on the outside. Tonks is on the inside. Who's got the legs? Who's got the wheel? Holsner at this stage. Holsner's going to hold on. Holsner, Tonks. Oh, and man, Shannon come from nowhere. 10 girls, whole shot Princess Burgess on the 911 from Springer Racing. She's out in front as they charges the way up the second straight. She goes. She's all race face there. As we further back we go, looks like it's O'Connor in second position. Then back to Ellis on the 816 as the 10 girls make their way down through the rhythm section. Down up to turn number 3 there. It's still Burgess out in front, so it's Burgess, O'Connor, Ellis. That's the top 3 as they make their way down the final straight we go. So it is going to be Burgess going 4 from 4 here today. So it's going to be Burgess, O'Connor, Ellis for the 10 girls. 10 boys. Kaleidoscope of colour down there. Okay, here we go. It's Farrell on the inside, Mason on the outside, then Fogg in there also as they charge up into turn number 2. It's Farrell at this stage. Mason threads the needle there between first and third as he makes the way down the second straight. We got third straight. It's still Farrell out in front. So it's Farrell, Mason, Fogg as they come around turn number 3, head towards the finish line. This is a drag race that's been happening for a while. It's Farrell out in front. Has Mason got anything? Has Farrell going to hold on? It's going to be Farrell, Mason, Fogg. And further back we go, it's going to be Sweet. 14 girls. 12 boys as they make their way. Round turn number 2, heading up to round turn 1, up to turn 2 we go. So it's Hall and the rest of the pack as they come around. Oh, tight on the inside there by Strain as they make their way down the third straight we go. So it's still Hall out in front. I can't pick the rest of them as they come down to turn number 3. Still throw a blanket over the whole pack of the 12 boys here. Around the final corner we go, heading towards the finish line. It's Hall out in front. It's Hall. Here comes Payton. He's going to challenge him. It's Hall. It's Payton. It's going to be tight on the line. Oh, Hall, Payton, Lehman and Strange. 14 boys already up into the second straight we go. It looks like it's Butterworth. Savage are the top 2. Savage has got the inside line. Inside to outside, outside to inside. Back to Medcraft we go. And then Chaplin as they make their way down that third straight we go. So it's Savage out in front. He held onto it. So it's Savage at this stage. He's got a clean set of hills. Here comes Savage. He's got the lead. Butterworth. Medcraft has gone up high. Chaplin tries to get the inside, but it's done. Savage will hold on to this. Looking cool with the sunglasses on. Back to Butterworth. Medcraft. Oh, Chaplin pedal all the way, which you've got to do. 16. No. Okay, we just got a mechanical with the 16 boys. So they've got 15 minutes to sort themselves out. Okay, we'll move on to the next race, the 1724 men. Out of the gate we go. Oh, it looks like it's Smith on the back wheel. On the outside is Duncombe. And in the middle there got squashed out. Could have been Kingston. Then back to Johns we go. As they come out of turn number 1 up the second straight we go. Still Smith out Duncombe. That's the top 2. Then we're back to Kingston and Johns as they dive into turn number 2 we go. That's Smith out in front as he cruises down there. Duncombe, he's from Turbo BMX. The 177 to Kingston from Chaos Racing. Then back to Johns we go. Around the final corner, heading up towards the finish line. So it's Smith out in front in the number 11. Looks like he's got his own cheer squad in the grandstand up there. So it's Smith out in front. Duncombe, Kingston and Johns. 12 girls. Gate goes down. Great jump there from someone on the inside there. Carol's on the outside. Carol's found second gear and she moves in the lead. As they drop down to turn number 1, it's Carol out in front at this stage. I reckon it's Tonks in second place who got the initial jump out of the gate. So it is Carol, Tonks. Back to the 120, that'll be Eves. And further back we go to Robinson on the 15. As they make their way down the third straight we go, still Carol out in front. So it's Carol, Tonks is holding down second. Robinson, then Eves, I think was the order. No, Eves, then Robinson get it around the right way. As we come down the final straight, here comes our leader. It's on the 1T. It's Carol. Carol's hill, I think it's going to be 4 from 4 for her today. Tonks has fought valiantly all day. She gets into second position. Back to Eves, then Robinson. 13 boys out of the gate we go. Looks like it's Ben Shandon out in front. So it's Ben Shandon got the lead. We'll get the rest very shortly as they make their way up the second straight we go. So it's Ben Shandon out in front. It's Birchall holding down second place. Yes, it's Birchall. We got him in second. Back then it's back to Headlam. And the 35 comes through of Beach as they make their way down through the rhythm section. It's still Man Shandon out in front. So it's Man Shandon, Birchall. As we make our way down the final straight we go, so it's Man Shandon holding on to this one, so it's Man Shandon. Here comes Birchall. He had a great lunch break there. So it's Birchall, back to Beach, and then Headlam. 16 boys sorted themselves out. Here we go. They fixed the mechanical. It's Williams out in front. So it's Williams, Blythe, Dawson as they make their way down to turn number 1 we go. As we make our way round turn number 1 we go into turn number 2. No. It's still Williams out in front. The mechanical hasn't slowed him up at all. So it's William Blythe. Back to Dawson we go. And down through the rhythm section. Whoa! They stay loose as fast, but gives the parents the heart attacks. As we come around the final corner, it's still Williams out in front. Williams, Blythe, as they come towards the finish line. As it's going to be Williams from Turbo BMX, he's going to get this one. The mechanical repairs have worked. Back to Blythe and Dawson. 17 to 24 women out of the gate we go. So it's Nicholson. Great jump out of the gate. As we come around up the second straight, so it's Nicholson out in front. I think it's Speakman's in second. No, Speakman's back to third. It's Payton into second place we go. Then it's back to Tonks as we make our way down the third straight we go. So it is Nicholson, Payton, Speakman. Come on, Tonks! As we charge our way down the third straight there. Around the final corner comes our leader, Nicholson. She's led from the gate to the finish line. 4 from 4 so far today. On the 107 from the Launceston BMX Club, it's Nicholson. Here comes Payton. She had a bit of a scare there earlier, but she's back up to second place. Speakman's in third. Her legs are pumping. Get your fingers off the brake lever. Further back, here she comes on the 41. She's fought valiantly all day. Okay, we've got the 35 plus men. As we make our, no, it is the 35 to 39 men. Okay, that's little Renson out in front. He's got the urge to win, but here comes the Springer racing around the outside of Burgess. It's going to be the drag race. Oh, Burgess got white line fever. He's on the inside there. Lorenzon's on the outside. Broomhall, Jordan, as they make their way down, and then Hepburn. As they make our way around the final corner, here we go. Here comes Burgess. He's got a nice little lead there. His own little cheer squad down there watching him. As we come towards the finish line, it's going to be Burgess, Lorenzen, Broomhall, Jordan, rubber side down, great to see. Then back to Hepburn. 13 to 14, Cruiser girls. Okay, 13 to 14, Cruiser girls. As they make their way up the second straight we go. It's Williams out in front. It's Williams back to Tuck, and then back to the number 12, O'Connor. As we make our way down the third straight we go, there's still Williams out in front from Turbo BMX. There's Tuck from Turbo BMX. And it's O'Connor from the Launceston BMX Club as they make their way towards the finish line. That's Williams over the line with the 4A plate. She's all race. And back to Tuck on the 181 and the number 12 of O'Connor. Okay, the Cruiser 11 to 12 boys. Okay, here we go. It's Mason in first. It's 19 of Sweet. Then it's back to 67 of Mason. So Mason, Sweet, Mason. Not that hard to remember. Can't get our former rider. Our former state champion won't even commentate for us. So it is Mason out in front. So it's Mason. Sweet. Mason the top three. Let's call the rest of them through as we go. It's Lehman on the 804. And then back to the number 12 of O'Reilly. Mini wheelers to staging, please. Mini wheelers to staging. Okay, the Masters are out of the gate. We're just talking to Zane up here, but he reckons these guys are too fast for him, or the other way around, he's too fast for them. Bit of trash talking happening up here. Watch for round two. Anything could happen. But here we go. This is round one. Out in the front. It's Ellis out in front. Then it's back to the 92 of Anderson, Oxley, and the 705 of Kelly as they make their way down the third straight into the final corner we go. This is the Master males here around the final corner. Head towards the finish line. Ellis is going to go 4 from 4, I think it is. So it's going to be Ellis, Anderson, Oxley, and Kelly. Okay, superclass men. Quiet, please. Shh. Green light gate down way we go for the superclass. That's a great jump by all three riders. That's the birthday boy, Whitney on the outside. I reckon the cream cake of the lunch break definitely helped him in this one. Round turn number 1 we go. So it's Whitney. Then it's back to Oxley Smith as they make their way up the second straight into turn number 1. Turn 2 we go. So it's still Whitney, Oxley, Smith. You can hear the tyres fighting for traction. Out of turn number 2 we go as they go down through the rhythm section. Oh, Oxley, the rubbing of elbows. Oh, it's going to happen down this final straight. Test, get loud. It's Whitney. It's Oxley. Oh, Oxley's just got him on the line. Oxley, Whitney, and Smith. And we've still got one more moto of that to go. Let's get excited. Junior Superclass out of the gate we go. Look at this. You're not going to get any better in the state here today. And in the front we go. So it's Rush out in front of this state. Rush, Townsend. I think it's Man Shannon holding down third as they make their way up the second straight we go. So it's Rush, it is Townsend. Man Shannon's Blythe's right in there. So is Phillips and Williams. Broomhole's also. Then back to Savage we go as they make their way down that third straight down through the rhythm section. Look at that poetry in motion. That's round the final corner we go. That's Rush, Townsend, Man Shannon. They're the top three as we charge towards the finish line. Let's get loud, everyone. That's Rush. That's Townsend. Oh, roll. Rush, Townsend, Man Shannon is my call. Just the commentary call. That brings us to the end of moto number 4. We've got one more final moto to go. One more chance for everyone in that grandstand, including the headlamps, to get loud for the crowd today. Just a reminder to all mini wheelers and sprocket riders, make sure you hang around this afternoon to collect your medallions for today's racing. So if you're racing in the mini wheelers or the sprockets, make sure you hang around to grab your medallions this afternoon. Okay, we're about to get underway for moto number 5. If you're sitting in a grandstand, if you're sitting in a seat, or you're even just watching the racing, this is the time to get loud because the mini wheelers are on the track. Let's go. Heat number 1 from the mini wheelers. We'll sort out. Okay, we'll start with who's on the final straight here. That's young Lacey, our little 2-year-old. She wants to hear the cheers from the crowd. 2 hands clapping, 2 hands together. Let's make some noise for these riders. As they make their way, here we go. Lacey, she's looking sideways. She can't hear enough crowd clapping. The Townsend family, only one's clapping out of 4 people up there. Where's the rest of the clapping in the grandstand? The Smith support crew's clapping in there. Here we go. Here comes the 320. That'll be young Liam. He's coming through. Oh, the 16 of Kai. Oh, missed. I think that was Koa. And here comes Lacey. She's at one end of the scale, and then we've got someone else who's like up in their late 60s here today. It's great to see such wide diversity of age groups.
It does, doesn't it?
All the way to the finish line, Lacey. She just saw the camera and thought she had to pose for it. Okay. This is the last time you're going to see this next group of riders on the track here today. If I'm going to lose my voice, you can get sore hands from clapping. Okay, here we go. Moto number 2 of the mini wheelers. Oh, of course, out in front, it's Iris on the bright pink frame. Then we go further back, that's Darcy in there, and then the 607 of Esme. As they make their way down that third straight, down through the rhythm section we go. Come on, Darcy, get up over it. Well done. And out in front, though, it's still Iris at this stage. You cannot miss that bright pink fluid frame. As they dive down to turn number 3 we go. There we go. Right, we've sorted them all out, I think. So Iris makes her way around the final corner. Where is she? There she comes up over the tabletop. She's looking at the crowd. She's appreciating the sound of 2 hands clapping as they come towards the finish line. That's Iris at this stage. She's got the race face on as they charge towards the line. Iris will get this one. So it's going to be Iris. Esme will hold down second. Where's Darcy? There he is up over the tabletop. He's loving the cheers of this crowd. We almost start a Mexican wave as these riders are coming down here. I know that's asking too much for you, but anyway. Let's see if we can get all the Townsend still clapping. Yeah, 1 out of 3, thank you. Okay, here comes Darcy over the line. Well done, Darcy, all the way, mate. That's it for the day, mate. Okay, the 6 sprockets are up on the gate.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
6 sprockets, away we go. Good jump there, but all 3 of them side by side. The 127, that'd be Kingston, but he's got on the inside there, not sure who our leader is at this stage. As they charge, now Kingston's got the lead, but we'll figure out who our second place rider is as they charge their way up this second straight. So it is Kingston out in front. Kingston then is back to the 204, that's Howard Pike. Great drive out of the gate by Howard Pike. The 46 comes through of Gamble. Then further back we go of Frankham. As they charge their way down the third straight, it's still Kingston out in front. As they make their way around the final corner we go, there's still Kingston out in front. Howard Pike still holding down second, I think it is. And the 46, I still think it's Gamble. I can't see the number plate from on the other side of the track here. Yes, it's going to be Gamble will hold down third position. Okay, the 7 sprockets out of the gate we go. Initial jump there, beautiful. That'd be Chapman. Now, I've got to get this around the right way. I think it's Haddock, then Tuck. I think is the order at this stage for second and third. Round the turn number 1 we go. Down that second straight. Where is he? Here comes young Chapman. He's going for 5 from 5 here today. He's had a great day out on the track. As he makes his way down to turn number 2 we go. There's Chapman on the number 19 there. Back to Haddock on the 22. He's really got the pace on now. Tuck's right in there behind him, giving chase. As they make their way down through the rhythm section we go. There's still Chapman out in front. So it's Chapman, Haddock, Tuck, the other top 3 here for the 7 sprockets as they make the way to the finish line. Don't think this is the last time you're going to see these riders come down the track here today. So cheer them all on as we make our way towards the finish line. So it is going to be Chapman. Oh, Tuck gets around Haddock, so Tuck's now up to second. Then it's going to go back to Haddock for third for the 7 sprocket boys. Cruiser 35 to 39 plus men. As we make our way down that first straight, we go. Oxley's in the middle, Lorenzen's on the inside. It could be a tight squeeze. Oh, Oxley gets thrown out to the front there, so it is going to be Oxley, Lorenzen, Jordan and Rogers as they make their way up the second straight. We go. Oxley's, he's all class out in front there. Look at the race face on him. Lorenzen's behind the goggles there. Jordan's just happy he's got the rubber side down, and Rogers just glad he's still breathing as they make their way down that third straight. Down around the final corner we go. So it is still Oxley out in front. So it's Oxley. Oh, Jordan's made the move up the inside. The race could be on into the finish line. Oh no, Lorenzen's just got the legs, so it's going to be Oxley. Lorenzen back to Jordan. 5 from 5. Well done, Jordan, for finishing. Then back to Rogers we go. Okay, we've got the 14 girls out there now. So it's going to be Williams, Tuck, Linnett as they make their way up the second straight. We go round turn number 2, sorry. They're already up to turn 2. So down the third straight we go. So it is still Williams out in front. Williams has Tuck and Linnett. There's a little race happening for second and third as they make their way down to turn number 3 we go. So it is still Williams out in front. She should go 5 from 5 here today. But the race is on for second and third between Tuck and Linnett as they race towards the finish line. It's going to be Williams for the 14 girls. Will hold on to this one. Then back to Tuck and Linnett. 8 boys, I think we're up to as they charge their way up the second straight. We go on the inside there is Robinson. Mason's on the outside. Mason's half a wheel in front. Oh, nearly a rubbing of handlebars and elbows there. Then back to Leonard we go. The 28 comes through of Frankham as they make their way down that third straight. It's now Mason in the front. He got the right action down through there. Robinson tries to come back on the inside, can't quite do it. Mason should hold on to this one. It should be 5 from 5, I think. And Mason will get this one. So it's going to be Mason, Robinson, back to Leonard for the 8 boys. 9 boys already into turn number 1 as they make their way around turn number 1. We'll get some numbers very shortly as they come up towards us. So it's Holsner out in front. So it's Holsner, Tonks. That's where the top 2. Back to D'Alton, Manshandon, and then the 19 of Jones. As they make their way down through the rhythm section, we go out in front though. Still Holsner out in front. So it's Holsner. Tonks are the top 2. D'Alton, then back to Manshandon and Jones as they make their way around that final corner, heading towards home. It's going to be Holsner will hold on to this one. So Holsner on the 27. Back to Tonks on the 55. Manshandon makes the late charge for third position. 10 girls out in front, 911, that'll be Burgess as she charges away up here from Springer Racing, back to the Launceston BMX Club rider of the number 12, that'll be O'Connor. Then further back we go to the Paddo Racing on the 816 of Ellis as they make their way around turn number 2 down that third straight we go, still 911 out in front. As they charge into turn number 3 we go. I think Burgess has turned the afterburners off. She's just knocking down the last couple of jumps now to go 5 from 5 here today for the 10 girls. So it is going to be Burgess, O'Connor and Ellis. 10 boys, this is where the action happens. 8 riders. Oh, Mason, Farrell, they're the top 2 at this stage. And we'll get the rest very shortly as they make their way up the second straight we go. It's Mason out in front, so it's Farrell. Then on the inside there, on the 515, it's Fogg. Back to 11 we go. That'd be Chapman. Then Field on 19 was in there, a sweet. As they make their way down that third straight down through the rhythm section, it's Mason this stage. Mason, Farrell are the top 2. Oh, got tight there with Fogg as they card towards the finish line. It's Mason at this stage. It's Mason, Farrell, Fogg. That's where it's happening. So it's going to be Mason, Farrell, Fogg, Farrell Blanket over the top 3. And further back we go to Chapman. 19 gives us sweet. "12 boys already out of turn number 1 we go. As they make their way up the second straight out in front though, it's the number 70 out in front. So it'll be Payton out in front, so it's Payton back to Hall on the 75. The 804 comes through of Lehman, then back to Strange we go. Down the third straight we go, out in front though, still Payton. Can Hall got anything for him? Is Payton finally going to get one back here today? Around the final corner we go. As Payton out in front. Hall's given chase. The drag race is on. This is who's got the legs, who's got the will, who's got the want. But we get the pleasure of watching BMX racing. It's going to be Payton will hold on this one. Payton, oh, the fist pump in the air. Oh, Strange just on the line. Then back to Lehman. 14 boys out of the gate already up the second straight. It's Savage out in front, so it's Savage, Butterworth, Medcraft, And turn number 2 down the second straight we go. It's going to be Savage and Butterworth side by side, pump for pump as they go down to turn number 3. Oh, Butterworth doesn't like pumping at the end there. He likes to jump into turn number 3. Here we go down the final straight. It's still Savage at this stage. Butterworth, it's going to be Savage. I think Savage on the line. He's going to be Savage. Butterworth. Back to Medcraft and Chaplin. 16 boys, here we go. Round turn number 1 we go. It looks like it's Blythe, Williams, Dawson as they charge their way up the second straight. As I said, some of these riders doing double duties today. So it is Blythe, Williams, Dawson. Out of turn number 2 we go down that third straight. New riding gear, new bikes, great to see. Very hard for a commentator, but I love to see it out in the track. That's Blythe out in front. So Blythe's going to hold on to this one. Blythe, Williams, Dawson. Just looking at the grandstand, obviously Smith's in this race because his cheer squad just went off. Here we go, so it is Smith out in front. So it's Smith, Duncombe. This is the 17 to 24 who's in third position. It's the 177 of Kingston, back to Johns we go. But it's Smith out in front as he floats down through that third straight down there. Poetry in motion. As we come around the final corner, head towards the finish line. The Smith cheer squad gets going. Here we go, 1, 2, 3, well done. That's Smith out in front. So Smith, Duncombe, Kingston, and back to Johns we go. 12 girls already into turn number 1. Up the second straight we go. A big Carroll out in front, so big Carroll. Then it's back to Tonks. And then we go back to the 120 of Eves. And then Robinson. As we make our way down that third straight, down through the rhythm section we go. Nice and easy. Last race of the day. It's Carroll. She got a nice little lead at this stage. This will be 5 from 5 if she can hold on for the lead. Then we go back to Tonks is holding on to second place. I think she's showing Mum how to get around this track quickly here today as they make the way. Carroll, Tonks, Eves, and then Robinson. 13 boys, here we go. Who's out in front? Of course, it'll be the 39 of Manshannon, I'd say, is out in front. Second position, this is where it's going to be tight. Who we got? I can see Birchall on the outside. Headlam's got second. Birchall, then the 35 of Beach right in there, and further back of Chaplin on the 58. But out in front though, it's Manshannon. Headlam still holding down second. It's going to be tight for second, third, and fourth. But it's still Manshannon out in front, so Manshannon's going to get this one. Who's going to get on the outside? It's the 35 of Beach. Headlam, Birchall. Okay, the 17 to 24 women out of the gate, already up to heading into turn number 2. So Nicholson out in front. So it's Nicholson, Payden, Speakman, Tonks. She's definitely learning from her daughter how to get around this track quick here today. As we make her way down to the final corner, here comes Nicholson. She's had a good day today. This is going to be 5 from 5. She hasn't been challenged all day. She's showing how to get around this track quickly. And further back we go to Payden. She's had some great racing here today. Speakman's in there also. She finally hasn't got her fingers on the brake lever. Great to see. Then back to the 41 of Tonks. The pace has picked up. Okay, the 35 to 39 men. Here we go. So it's Burgess from Springer Racing out in front. He's got a clean set of heels. Oh, he's arch nemesis. Broomhall. He's up to second position. Back to Lorenzen, Jordan, and then Hepburn. As we make our way down to the final corner we go. It is still Burgess at this stage. He's looking over his shoulder. He's saying, come on, Broomhall, let's make a race of this. As we charge towards the finish line. Has Broomhall got anything left in those legs? Here comes Lorenzen, if they're not careful. So it is going to be Burgess. Oh, Lorenzen, Broomhall, Hepburn, Jordan. Okay, the cruise at 13 to 14 girls. Here we go. Turn number 2 we go. From Turbo BMX, here we go. So it is Williams from Turbo BMX, it's Tuck. And from the Launceston BMX Club, it's the number 12 of O'Connor. As they make their way down round turn 3, down the final straight we go. Let's hear some cheer for these riders. These have put double duties in today. So it's Williams from Turbo BMX. I think this is like 10 from 10 for today. And then back to Tuck in second position, and then O'Connor. Okay, the Cruiser 11 to 12 boys. This has been a battle and a half today. Okay, so it's Mason out in front, back to Sweet, and then Mason. As they make their way up the second straight we go, so it is Mason, Sweet, Mason. Then it's back to the 804, Lehman's in there, and the number 12 of Riley. Down the third straight we go, down through the rhythm section, nice and steady. Oh, Sweet's getting a little bit hairy down there as we make our way into the final corner. So it's the old Mason out in front. Back to Sweet, back to the young Mason as we charge towards the finish line. So it's going to be Landon's going to hold on to this one. So Landon Mason, back to Sweet, Geordie Mason, Lehman and O'Reilly.
Look here, riders. Random start. Riders ready. Watch the gate.
The Masters leave the gate. Here we go. Ellis got a great jump out of the gate there. Anderson's also. Oxley's on the outside. And then also Kelly as they make their way down that second straight we go. It's Ellis out there on the 192. Nice little lead at this stage. Anderson's right there. Oxley's riding double duties also. Then back to the 705 of Kelly as they make their way down that third straight, down through the rhythm section we go. There's still Ellis out in front. Ellis, Anderson, Oxley, Kelly, the other top four. That should be the finishing order for the Masters here today. Okay, we're up to the junior super class. So we just want to introduce you who's been racing out there today, let you know who's who in the zoo. So I'd like to call forward from the Wynyard BMX Park, Darcy Townsend. From the Launceston BMX Club, Rylan Blythe. Also from Launceston, Archie Manshandon. Another one from the Launceston Club, Dylan Phillips. From Southern City, Byron Rush. From Launceston, Cruz Williams. From the Wynyard BMX Park, Talia Broomhall. And filling out the gate from Launceston BMX Club, Hugo Savage. Quiet, please.
Look here, riders. Random start. Riders ready. Watch the gate.
Boogity, 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 away we go for the junior super class. Out of the go we go. Great initial jump there in the middle by Rush. Looks like Towns on the inside there. He's going to go with him. It's tight for the rest of the position. Oh, Manshand. Oh, there's some lock in the brakes. But up the straight we go. It's Rush out in front. Townsend's right in there. Williams is up there. Then back to Phillips at the top four. Around turn number 2 we go. It's Rush out in front. Townsend. Williams, Phillips as we make it break down the third straight we go. Townsend's trying to go around the long way. It's Rush. Townsend tries the up and under. I don't think he's got it. Here comes Rush towards the finish line. Here comes Townsend. It's on the line. Who's going to get that one? I think it's Townsend. Townsend? Yes, it was Townsend. Back to Rush.
he's just landed wrong
Bit of
off
both.
the
I think
jump.
when he went to jump, he twisted a bit and the wing cracked him.
Because he lost his clip on the first one
He
here.
actually braked hard on the first quarter of the flip. He
Oh.
braked hard, and that's what made his wheel slide out.
No, I thought he
Shouldn't you be down there, not Matt?
What was that?
Shouldn't Matt be up here? You be down there.
They're down there, mate. I'm up here. There's no one else come across here where they should be. Because until I move, you boys can't go.
Yeah, alright. Just drop the gate now. We'll jump from the first corner into the last.
Yeah?
Everyone's talked about that, and everyone reckons you cannot do it.
No, you can't.
The way it curves, it's going to kick you too much.
You'd have to come.
They tried at the Nationals,
to go
3 or 4 at the same time, but without their bikes. Thank you.
Just relax.
You can't come to the gate up.
They're going down.
I'll be introduced to. Are you engaged too now?
Back in your box, alright?
I just had your mum on.
I had a good setup in the gate too. My flip felt very powerful there. No, Joe, they had them right enough. They felt real like steady, and I had enough there. Perfect setup, and then.
You tell me when Beans is saying it's all good to go.
I have laughed today. We had a race at 3 o'clock, 8, 6, 7, 8.
Go.
And the other times you get 1 8 and 1, and everyone's on the other side.
Okay, so
Yeah, that's what happened at the start. I was in line 1.
right, so when Beansy says I can get out of your way, then come down to the gate, okay?
When I call them,
When he calls them,
we've got to call them down.
told him 5
Remember, we're special.
No, you're special, mate. You don't have to tell
I
us.
don't know about me, but I'm talking to you.
Ready? You're an idiot too. All good to go. All good to go. Okay, boys, come down.
Okay, our final race today for round 1 of the Aucycles 2025 BMX State Series for Superclass men. I'd like to introduce you to the riders who are going to compete in this little final race here today. On the 915 from Southern City, Justin Oxley. On the 48, Campbell, it's my birthday today, Whitney. And on the number 11, Tyler, congratulations on your engagement, Smith.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders, ready, watch the gate.
Gate down, way we go, the Superclass man, a great one from the birthday boy, Whitney out of the gate we go, Oxley on the inside, and I'm engaged, Smith on the outside. Whoa, we'll step the pedal. He's up, taking the official down. As we make our way up the second straight, we get Oxley out in front. It's Oxley, and back to Smith we go. Around turn number 2 we go. It's Oxley out in front. It's Oxley, Smith. Now the top 2. Whitney's picked himself up with a bit of grass burn there. He'll be right. But back to our leader, it's Oxley out in front. So it's Oxley back to I'm engaged Smith as they make the way to the finish line. So it is going to be Oxley win the Superclass men. Back to Smith in second position. Congratulations on your engagement. Then back to birthday boy Whitney. Here he comes. This is the speed of these riders. They go into turn number 1. Slipped the pedal and he took out the official. So can the official see the first aid officer, please, before he can continue being an official today? Here he comes. It is Campbell's birthday today. It's his 18th. So happy birthday, Campbell. So a big shout out to all the officials today. Thank you for volunteering your time for being here. Thank you very much to our Safe Medical for looking after our fallen riders and official. We'll look forward to seeing you next time, round 2 of the 2025 Aucycle BMX State Series. All sprockets and mini wheelers will do your presentations very shortly behind the scoring box, please. All sprockets and mini wheelers, your presentations will be happening shortly behind the registration box.